Time now for the Business Report with Joel Crosskill.
Lots to contemplate with you in the Business Report today, as we consider what thoughts may come along the journey for prospective entrepreneurs, caught between the fear of missing out on a unique time in history for the pursuit and the potential challenges associated with the risk. During the Scotiabank Women Initiative held during the summer at an educational workshop entitled Going for Growth, Planning the Future, Scotiabank Director Audrey Richards asked those gathered to consider the following.
Whenever I think of the entrepreneurial journey, I remember a quote from Shakespeare. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Some entrepreneurs set out from day one to be entrepreneurs. Maybe they are born with if there is an entrepreneurial gene. Some do set up the business based on their expertise or their experience, and some fall into entrepreneurship.
No matter the pathway, Richards admits that an often cited barrier to entry has traditionally been the availability of capital, a dynamic that her work as a private capital consultant with the Development Bank of Jamaica has gone some way to untangling.
The government has, through the DBJ and other entities, has funded grant programs, has established credit guarantees, and provided support to the development of the private capital markets. The work that I have done over the last few years at the DBJ has been developing the private capital markets, the markets for private equity, markets for venture capital. Private institutions such as Scotia and other banks and other financial players have significantly expanded the types of products and services available to businesses. There are opportunities for mentoring, networking, and meeting persons who can support your activities. The business models have evolved, and there is greater access to affordable resources and new markets at a fraction of the costs which would have faced entrepreneurs. And I'm talking about being able to access online platforms for your HR or advertising through social media, employing, humans capital from somewhere across the world.
That ability and willingness to engage with professionals and suppliers beyond Jamaica's borders may appear dissonant relative to how domestic outreach for capital has traditionally been perceived, but gains context with this observance from Richards.
Over the years, many studies have shown that Jamaicans suffer from a trust deficit. Does anybody agree or disagree? When we started this work to develop the private equity and venture capital markets, which was just about the time that the JC Junior market was started, just after, the feedback from the market was that Jamaican entrepreneurs would not seek equity investments as they would not trust potential partners and do not want to reveal information on their companies or to either private partners or to the public if they're listed. What I've seen, on the other hand, is quite revealing. I don't want to say that this is an age demographic, as the junior market has many examples of mature entrepreneurs and family businesses going public. What I've seen, however, on the part of young entrepreneurs is that they're ready to pitch their business models in order to get access to capital.
The Scotiabank director pointed to the uptick in the number of businesses that have been registered over the past 10 years as a useful metric to track, though admitting that there remains some distance to traverse. Richards expressed confidence that Jamaica can, should, and will become the fulcrum of capital markets and entrepreneurship within the region.
There has never been a better time to be an entrepreneur in Jamaica than now. There are government efforts, whether through various ministries, departments, agencies, that are looking to support entrepreneurs. Government has a stated goal of creating an enabling environment and democratizing access to capital. The GOJ, and all that means is that you don't have to have a rich uncle or a rich aunt to be able to get started in a business and get the support that you need to make it through, especially those early years, which they call the valley of death.
And that was your business report. I'm Joel Crosskill.